Hey, I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little update and also document just this moment, a really raw moment of how I feel before I launch this spiritual women's group, which is called Healthy Girl Healing. Whenever I think about the feeling, I feel like a heaviness in my chest that is like excitement, nervous, anxious, a lot of joy. I feel proud. I feel scared. I have taken a lot of risk. I feel like I've been fighting for my freedom when it comes to doing what I feel intuitively is the right path for me and going against what everything in myself and everything from the people around me of like what is the right way to do things, you know? My New Year's goal was for 2024 to be the year that I finally follow my intuition. No matter how crazy my intuition sounds, like no matter what, I have to follow it. And yeah, I'm hitting that point where it's like, we're gonna see, you know. I really don't want to put like everything into tomorrow because it's just like the first meetup and I have like 4 more this month. So I would really, by the end of this month, we'll see. We'll see where my intuition, how on top of it my intuition is, I guess you can say. But yeah, right now I have one person that is signed up for the group, that is actually signed up. There are a couple of people who said that they're joining. They are going to join. But one person right now has bought a ticket. First off, I want to say what am I going to be offering in this community? And what is my goal for this community? The point of this community is for us to, let me tell you guys a story first really quick. When I used to work at a metaphysical store, which is like a spiritual store, it offers crystals, it offers candles, tarot cards, everything that you can ever think of when it comes to like spiritual tools, they have it. They also had services like energy healing, Reiki, past life regression, chakra balancing, like deep stuff by amazing intuitive practitioners. Then they had classes, women's circles, sound healing, sound baths, all kinds of things like that, Reiki shares, things that I never even heard of before I started working at that store. I was a social media marketer there. And I remember the lady, that the owner, she told me that this job would change my life in ways that I never would have thought. And I kind of didn't really know what she meant by that, but I ended up having my whole, like, that's how I got connected to this, like, spirituality and everything like that. Also, I've always loved astrology, but I got reconnected to astrology when I was there because one of the intuitive practitioners told me that I was going to be doing something in astrology. And at the time, I was just like, what the freak? What are you talking about? Like, I only do that for fun. And I didn't even really know anything about real astrology. I just knew about sun sign astrology. So yeah, anyways, I ended up I had to learn about all the tools and everything like that. I had to try out the sessions, which once again, I didn't know anything about that, but it changed my life when I started getting like a readings and really trying out the certain sessions and blah, blah, blah. Then I learned a lot more. Then I really got involved and deep into it and I started applying it to my life. And I remember one day talking to a customer, because sometimes I would work in the front too, the front desk. And I never really told anybody like outwardly, especially like at home and stuff like that, because, you know, most people, especially, I don't know, everybody's starting to become more awakened, open-minded to it now. But if I were to tell someone like, hey, I'm doing this on a new moon, like, what are you doing on the new moon? They would be looking at me like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you talking about, girl? But I remember working up the courage to ask a customer like, hey, what are you doing for the new moon? Because I had never asked or outwardly said that to anyone. And when I tell you, we ended up having the best conversation. I felt so seen and just connected in ways that I felt like I've never had before. It was kind of like somebody like, you get it. And it was so healing to be able to share everything that I've like been learning and using to work on myself and just certain things like that. It just was somebody who got it and didn't think it was weird or blah, blah, blah. And from that day on, I always thought like, I want to create a community where we can do that, where we can freely talk about our journeys and we can speak the spiritual astrology language that we all understand, in terms we understand. And we all are on our journey, so we've probably been through a lot of the same things that a lot of other people have. And then combining that with women across the different world, like the different world, all around the world, I feel like we would just learn so much from each other. And we can also like share our stories about astrology, transits, and what's in our charts, and, you know, just a bunch of amazing stuff. So that's my vision for Healthy Girl Healing, to be a space that, you know, we can also connect, because one of my things is I feel like I want to start off virtually, but I want to challenge us to have one-to-one connections, and I'm like thinking of pairing people based on compatibility, and, you know, doing challenges or where we go on friend dates and actually meet each other in person if we live close by, and if not, then like do virtual one-to-one friend dates. And I just have so much planned. Like I want to do like bring on people, like, you know, just sharing their journeys and their stories. So the point is, I just have so many ideas, and I really do believe this is like a huge thing that could connect all of the spiritual girlies and intuitive healing, all of the above, astrology girls, and we can all like become friends and do life together, you know, because this journey can be hard work. And I'm not saying that this is going to be a place where, you know, we're meant to like rely on each other to do the work for each other. Like, no, it's like empowering each other to do our self-healing and to work towards our dreams and everything like that. So with that also being said, I am going to be charging $22 because I have to afford a living to do this, you know, to have the freedom to do this. I really wish I could do it for free. It feels weird to charge, but I know that this is a lesson I've had to learn, understanding that I'm worthy of getting paid for my gifts, per se, I guess you can say, and knowing that I'm not even charging for like my gifts, because I can easily give for free, but it's like my time. And everybody, you should too, anybody who's starting a business should also understand that time is money. Like, that's another thing where I had to like feel like, ugh, you know, but I also think I'm obviously want to be able to provide enough value that will be like, the payment wouldn't be even a big deal, you know. So I do want to give like free readings for the people who sign up. You know, I want to give you guys intuitive astrology reading. I literally just did a reading like maybe less than an hour ago, and we ended up extending it, which is extending the reading, and we were on the video chat for like hours. She's actually my first member, or not member, but the first person who bought the ticket. She's so sweet. Today at 7 p.m. Eastern time, that's when the first ever Healthy Girl Healing Spiritual Women's group / circle will be held virtually. All you have to do is bring yourself and feel and ride the wave to the start to some genuine connection, because I don't do fake or surface level. I'm actually here to really connect and heal. Okay.